Hello everyone, welcome to Pepcoding. So today we are going to discuss a question which is reverse a linked list. What we have to do in this question is we have given a linked list and we need to reverse that list. How are we going to do that? Suppose this is our linked list 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Now what we have to do is we have to break this connection and reverse this. Let me do that again. What we will do is, this is our original list. We need to create a new list in which our resultant list will be look like this. How can we achieve that? We just need to reverse this pointer. This this node is currently pointing to this. We just need to reverse this link. So let's see how we are going to do that. Okay, now as I said, this is our list. What we will do is, I'm assuming that you already know that there is null present here. Okay, I'm not writing it, but you all know that. Now what we have to do is we have to break this link and create a new link which will point here, right? So see, what I will do is I will take pointers, because in this question we already we have given a head only. We don't know the size of the list, we don't know the elements of the list. So what we will do is, here I'm assuming that half of my list is already reversed. This half of my list is already reversed, and what I have to do is I just have to reverse these elements also. You can see the difference. Here my list is continuous, but here my list is discontinuous. Uh, anyone can assume that, anyone will assume that this is another list and this is another list. So what we will do is, here I will start a counter from my head. Not counter, I will start my point. I will place my pointer at head and I'm naming it as current. Now my current will move. My current will move from first node to second node, and with the help of my current I will achieve my goal. How? Suppose as I said, I'm assuming that half of my list is already reversed, so currently my current will be pointing 5. Now what are the constraints we can see here is, if we break this link, then we will not be able to point any node, not in the forward direction and not in the backward direction. So what we will do is we will create another uh, pointer, and this pointer will be placed here. I'm naming it as forward. Now if I break this link, then the address of my next node is already stored in forward. But what about the previous one? So I can break this link and I will take another pointer at my previous node. I am naming it as previous. Now if I break this link, I can easily point here with the help of previous. And after that, what I will do is I will simply move all my pointers to the next node. All right, now again those steps will be repeated. This link will break, and now my 6 will going to point 5. Okay, and with this we can achieve our goal, which is we need to reverse the linked list. But how am I going to make move my pointers? I'm going to move my pointers. See, first I'm talking about the forward. If I move my forward, then I will not be able to point the next of current. I will I need to store the next node somewhere, so I will not move forward. If I move current, then my previous node address of my previous node will get lost, because will be get lost because my previous is pointing to this, and address of 6 is not present anywhere, right? So I will not move current also. What I will do is I will place my previous to current, then I will place my current to forward, and then I will move my forward, right? What did I said? First I will tell my previous to go to current, then I will tell my current to go to forward, and I will tell my forward to go to current dot next. Okay, but 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 what were the steps we were doing earlier? These are the steps which we are doing for moving our pointers. Before that, what we will do is we need to store next of current in forward. We will store next of current in forward. So I don't need to write this line again. I will write this when I start the loop. My first task is to store next of current in forward. Then I will tell my current dot next to store the value which is present in previous. All right. Then I will move my pointers. So let's try to code, and then we will see. First of all, we will talk about base cases. What are the base case? If there is no any list present, then we no need to do any task. There is no any list present here, so we don't need to do any task. So in that case, we will just return the head, which is null. Okay, and then in the case where we only have a single node present in our list, there is only a single node present, then reverse of this list, how can we reverse this list? So again we will just return head, right? If head is equals to null, or head dot next is equals to null, then I will just return head. Now I need to create my pointers. So list node previous will point to null initially because it is present before current, and current is pointing to head. Before head there is no any list present, so previous will point to null initially, and now it's time for current. Current will going to point head, and for forward it will point head initially. Now I will run a loop. Yeah, I will run a loop till when? We will figure out this later. First, what tasks we were performing. I will tell my forward to store current dot next, and then I will tell my current to store previous, and then I will tell my previous to move to current, and current will move to forward, right? Okay. Forward is equals to current dot next, and current dot next is equals to previous. Now my previous is equals to current, and current is equals to forward, because I need to move my pointers. What we will return, first figure out this condition, then we will know what we will return. Okay. So as I was assuming that, let me change the color. As I was assuming that half of my list is already reversed, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. My current is present here, forward is present here, and previous is present here initially. Now, in this situation only, now we'll break this connection. Now my 5 will point 4, and I will move my pointers. Okay, fine. Now I will move my pointers. Now previous will point 5, current will point 6, and forward will point 7. Again, break this connection, create a new connection. Then again, I will tell my pointers to move ahead. Now my forward is pointing to null, current is pointing to 7, which is the last node of given linked list, and previous is pointing to 6. Now if we see here, then then you will be thinking that we can write the condition that current dot if current dot next while current dot next is not equals to null. But in that case, if we write that condition, in that case we will not be going to this point, right? So we need to include this also. That's why what I will do is I will write that if my current is not equals to null, till then we need to work. We need to do these tasks. And what I will return is I will return previous, because at that time previous will point 7. When my current is pointing to null, then my previous is will going to point 7. So that's what we need to do. Let's try to run the code. Okay, successfully running. Try to submit for every test cases. Yeah, fast. So I hope you have understand the concept. If not, you can see the video again, and we'll meet in another question. Till then, thank you so much. Bye bye.